What's going on in Oman? Oman, Oman. Masera Island. I wonder what it's like to live on Masera Island. Shall we have a look? Let's have a look. Let's start exploring. Man, Jesus. It's so barren. What's that? What's that on the map there? There's a camera symbol on the map. There's nothing here. Is this meant to be like the most photogenic part of the island? Is it because of that mound of dirt over there? There's a camera. There's a camera icon on the map. What does that mean? What? What is this? Why is there a camera icon on the map? As though this is where you should be if you want to take your photographs. If you're a tourist to this island, this is where you want to be. This is where you need to get yourself to. Right here. This very spot right here. Did something happen in this spot? Is this where there was like a big historical battle or something? Well, you're just going to have to use your imagination because there's not much here to look at. Get your cameras out. Bring your best cameras. What is the purpose? I mean, it sounds maybe rude to anybody who lives here, but to be honest, I don't know if anybody does. I mean, look at the size of this island. I mean, we saw how big it was. There's like 3 roads. Is this what they're expecting us to take photographs of? This piece of land that is slightly less flat than the rest of the land that stretches around it to the horizon. There's a mound of dirt that's quite large if you go to this particular spot. So if you're on this island, I imagine that when you get to this island and you get off whatever vehicle decided to bring you there, maybe when you're climbing up onto the edge of the island because you had to swim your way there because no boat every boat will refuse to take you there. There's like no transport. There are no planes. There are no boats. You have to swim your way there. It's the only way to get to this island. And when you get up onto the coast, there's an old man who hands you a pamphlet that lists all of the places you can go to. And this is at the top of the list. It's this big mound of dirt. And you need to get here and take a few pictures. And if you don't take pictures of this big mound of dirt, that's going to be considered a great insult. Is there anything else to look at? What's this? Ooh. Wait, what the hell? They're wearing the exact same clothes. The exact same t-shirt. The exact same trousers. Is that the same person? I don't understand what I'm looking at. Has something weird happened with the camera? Meaning that he's been photographed over there and then he's walked over there and then he's been photographed again? Or are these guys like clones of each other? Are these clones? Is this island inhabited by clones? These are the only people I've seen on this island so far and they look exactly the same. That is spooky. I don't know, I think there's something dodgy going on here. I think this island is being used for experiments. Is that another car? Are we being followed? I have a bad feeling about this island. Is that the sun? Or is this some kind of energy source? Is that where the clones appear? Do they just pop into existence in a big flash of light at random spots around the island? Has the clone just spontaneously materialized at the top of that tower? Oh, I think it was just the sun. That's what they would want us to think, though. What's this? Is that a military base? Is that where they're doing the experiments? It's not even marked on the map. That is dodgy. That's not even marked on the map. Can I get a satellite view? Water whale. Look at that. What? Somebody's left a review. 2 stars. It is useless as it is a long distance away and has no shadows. First of all, of course it's going to be a long distance away. Everything on this island is like a million miles away from everything else. Why is he complaining about there not being any shadows? He was looking forward to seeing the unusual shadows. There are literally so few objects on this island that its inhabitants have forgotten what shadows look like. I mean, you'd think that they would notice the shadows being cast by their own bodies, but maybe not. I mean, maybe that those huge blasts of light that we saw earlier are just like eliminating all of the shadows. Maybe clones don't have shadows. So maybe they're just desperate to see a shadow. Wait, do we have pictures of that whale? Oh, we have a video. He's a liar. There's a shadow there. Maybe he was just wanting to see very specifically the shadow cast by a water whale. He just has a very, very specific craving for the shadow cast by a water whale. What an intriguing place, though. Oh, we haven't explored this side of the island. Oh, look at that. This side of the island is completely different to the other side. Look at that. We're missing out on all of this. Look at that. I was completely wrong about the island. Look at this. If you just go over to the other side, it's totally different. Look at the sand that they've got over here. It's much more colourful. They've got vegetation. They've got everything over here. Look, there's a shadow. You've even got shadows here. You've got everything you could ever want. Oh, you've even got a hospital. Apparently. Over here. I mean, you might have to walk a few 100,000 miles to get to it. Through a barren wasteland that's probably full of creatures hiding in the sand, ready to burst up to the surface and eat you. And while you're trying to not die under the blazing sun, and you're trying to avoid the clones that burst into existence spontaneously every few seconds around you and run after you to eat your flesh. But if you can survive all of that, then you can make your way to a hospital and everything will be fine. The lighthouse? Okay, somebody's left quite a harsh review here. 1-star review. He says, useless place. It's useless. You drive for an hour from the main city to this point, and it's nothing. Just an old small tower at the top of the mountain to see from very far. I'm not sure what he was expecting. It is a lighthouse. It's nice for him to use all of these emojis to illustrate his review, to paint us a picture in case we can't fathom, in case we're really struggling to create a mental image of what he's talking about. He's helped us out with these emojis. The car emoji, cannot go near it. You will have to walk a kilometer or more to reach near it, and for no reason. I mean, you didn't have to go here. It was your choice to go here. In between, you will find some places with no phone, and then he's put another emoji there. I'm not quite sure what emoji that is. I'm going to search for it. Oh, selfie emoji. Okay, great. With no phone signals. Also the map, another emoji. That looks like a map of Japan. Is that right? Yep, he's inserted a map of Japan there. I think the reason this man is so disappointed with his tourism is because he thinks he's in Japan. I think that's what's going on here. He thinks he's in Japan. And he's incredibly disappointed by this barren wasteland. I think he found a bargain on a plane journey that was to Japan, allegedly, that seemed too good to be true, because it was. And it took him to this island off of the country of Oman. And he's bewildered, confused, and angry at the lack of shadows and the lighthouse that seems to serve no purpose. He was complaining about his car not getting near to the lighthouse and having to walk a kilometer to the lighthouse. I like to imagine that he parked his car down here and he was complaining about having to climb these rocks. I like to imagine that that's what happened. This guy has left 4 stars So apparently he seems very happy with the lighthouse, but he says no. No, I do not think so. Nothing about this is easy to interpret, I'm not gonna lie. This guy seems to be rejecting the existence of the lighthouse altogether. It's as though he has concluded that the lighthouse is a lie and it doesn't exist, but he's happy about this, as though he was dreading the lighthouse. Well, I feel like we've learned almost everything there is to know about this island. Maybe there's nothing left to be learned.